So welcome everyone to the last day of our Flodesk challenge. And again, remember, ask me any questions at the end. I'd like to make sure you found value in this little 3 days that we're spending together. Again, we'll be about, I think we're about 25, maybe 30 minutes. And thanks for spending that with me. So today we're just going to talk about, going to talk about forms and places that you can put your form to capture email addresses for new customers that you want to bring into your business. It's also going to be great to use for existing customers. So you'll learn more about that as we go on. And remember, this is my favorite business circle. I think of this all the time. I don't think this is relevant just to an essential oil business or the business that I'm doing. I think that this is very valuable for any business out there. We want to find new customers, nurture our customers, educate them like crazy, because then they will purchase from us after we've built trust with them. And for essential oils, you guys that already have customers, if you educate them like crazy, then they will purchase more oils because they'll know what to do with all of those beautiful oils that they have. And in turn, when they purchase more oils, then you know that that's going to make your business grow. So let's talk about ways to email capture. So these are 4 forms that we have on our homepage of our website. We also have these a lot in our Instagram stories. I'll do, you can swipe up to download our perfume blends or get our oil culture beauty guide or whatnot. We use these over and over and over in our business, and we just put them everywhere. So basically what these are, so the top left, the 20 perfume blends, if they enter their email address, they're automatically going to be added to our workflow of the perfume blend workflow. And then they are going to get a PDF emailed to them automatically. I think maybe we have one more email in there, maybe telling them where they can get containers for making their perfumes. And then they automatically go onto our main list. It's not our business builders list. It's just a main list, because the person that is going to be opting into this doesn't necessarily have an essential oil business. We have 2 customers in our business. We have someone that just buys our labels for themselves. And then we have a customer that buys labels in bulk because they're building a business. So then they distribute those labels to their people. So that is an example of the perfume capture. It's very similar to the oil culture beauty guide. So again, someone who is just there making their own recipes for themselves, they'll order one of everything from our website. And so they are added onto our main list. Actually, all of these captures here that I have examples are really just people, well, they can be growing an essential oil business, but they're also people who are just like a one-time user. So these are some examples that we have. These are some other examples. This, obviously, on the left here, this was our Flodesk challenge. So we posted this on our Facebook. We posted this on our Instagram. So these are places that you can post these forms. And if you click, then you would be brought to this little landing page to enter your email address and then be added to our free Flodesk challenge. So now, I mean, we have you on our list. So we will be continuing to educate you with different business offerings we have for our oil culture business. So we know that you are obviously somebody who is growing a business, if this is the type of opt-in that you would take from us. And so down the road, we will offer you different things, and we'll also provide value. Remember, I talked yesterday about saying 80% of the content we give you is value to you, not just selling, and 20% is selling. So we do have a course that we are going to be offering in late December. I think it's going to start in January. We will be notifying you of that. So this was a great way for us to build up the community who would be interested in that product. So that's how we use this in our business. To the right, there's an example of Whole Fit. So she is just plain asking you here if you want to subscribe to her list and subscribe to stay connected. You'll also receive my free guide. So she has a freebie that she's sending you in exchange for your email address. So that is really key. A lot of people don't want to just give you an email address to be added onto another list, right? But they will exchange it if they are going to get something in return. So anyone who follows Anne, you know that she creates very valuable content for essential oil users, whether you're just an essential oil user or you're a business builder. So you would be like, oh yes, I definitely want to get stuff that she is going to send me on my email every week or however often she sends it. And so you'll exchange your email address, the bonus that she's giving you, her little free guide there. So this is an example of our links in bio on our Oil Culture Labels Instagram page, whatever it's called. So if you click in our links in bio, which is a free service, by the way, it's a great way to put all of these, these are how many, I don't know, 15 different links that people can link to rather than just having one link to like a Facebook group. This is actually, no, I think links in bio, we pay $5 a month. So all those arrows there, those are all email captures, and they're all different types of people that are going to capture. So free blend tracker, the beauty recipes, those two are going to be people that they could be building a business. They're also maybe just essential oil users. Free 50 topics to email your customers. That is going to be an essential oil business builder that's going to want to opt into that. We've got the free 3-day Flodesk challenge that's going on right now. We have our wait list for our course that's going to be coming out. Obviously, those are for business builders. We've got a sampling 101 download. That's just a little, I think it's like a 3 or 4 page PDF showing essential oil business builders how they can use samples to grow their business. And then the free perfume blends, that is someone who is growing a business or not growing a business. So those are lots of different examples. Remember to offer them something good, then they exchange their email for it. And then once they're on your email list, you can nurture them based on their interest. So again, we said we have the 2 different customers. We nurture just a basic user that's not growing a business. We'll tell her different recipes that she can use for her hair, different diffuser blends, how to boost her immune system in the winter months, maybe a spotlight on lavender or spearmint. So those are all great things that you can be sending that information to your customers, that you're just nurturing them based on what their interest is. Lots of you may have business builders. So again, you're going to want to nurture them on how they can nurture their customers. So you want to, I don't know, maybe have some free, a great freebie to want them to be on your list. Although I guess if they're on your team, they're going to be on your list anyway. But give them content that they can give their people. So the result is when you're educating, the result is educated customers. I didn't really read that right, did I? So educated customers eventually will trust you and they'll want to go on this journey with you. So here's some suggestions. I'll send this out again in the email that will follow this live video. So some examples of email captures: an immune support recipe book. And then once they've opted into that little recipe book that you've created a download, and use Canva, you guys. Canva is fantastic. You may have other things that you like to use, but Canva has some templates for different PDFs and workbooks. You can also buy, like I subscribe so many times to, like, I don't know, a $20 Canva templates they just look so pretty, and I'm always a sucker for those. So I have lots that I've bought before, but whatever, I use them, so that's fine. So create those beautiful recipe books, and then their customer was going to want to opt in for that. And then once they're on that segment of a list, they were interested about immune support. So you can send them a series of emails that's based on immune support, and then you can transfer them to your main list. So this is really just getting strategic and giving valuable content that's not so generic. You can just really focus on what they were interested in at the time. So top 10 oils cheat sheet, maybe it's just a 1-pager. It has the top 10 oils and a few bullet points on what those oils do. And then they're on your list and you can send an email, 1 per week, for the next 10 weeks on one oil and dive deeper. Find out how to be your own boss. This is maybe if you're looking for new builders for your team. So you could even do a Facebook ad for this. I'm not very good at ads, but some people, if that's your jam and you can really get targeted in who you're having your ad go out to, and you want to spend $10 a day telling people, just a really great little ad set of videos or photos, and then you can have them opt in to maybe a little one pager on finding out how to be your own boss, and then they're on that email list. So that was someone who was maybe possibly interested in growing an essential oil business. And then for maybe the next 3 weeks, every couple of days, you're going to drip them the content that is relevant to them for potentially growing a doTERRA business themselves. So a diffuser blend PDF, super straightforward. Then that maybe just goes onto your main list. A challenge. So obviously I'm doing this Flodesk challenge right now. You can make it exciting. Join our green home challenge. Maybe you're going to start it November 1st. You're, oh, sure, I want to learn how to green up my home, especially for new people that don't have a big relationship yet with essential oils. They're come on your list, and then you can drip maybe for 5 days, some recipes. You can do some videos. Even people that use their or are already your customers, you guys, send them an email and say, hey, we're having this challenge. Click this link to join, because when they've joined through that link, then they're going to be added to that workflow that is just dripping that green home challenge information to them. So providing value. This is a great example of providing value to your customers, even if they're old guys that have been on your one of your customers for a long time. And then sampling. I know sampling for your business is super important. So free samples, and then they join your list, and then you can email, send them out the samples, and then continually drip the information on those samples for the next few days. So where to put these forms? Some of you, if you've got a business Facebook page, your Instagram page, post about it, put it in your bio. Like I had the example of the links in your bio. Use it in your stories. If you don't have the swipe up option, then you can just post the link. And a lot of people, if I'm interested, if I'm listening to a podcast and it's like Amy Porterfield's podcast, and she always says, oh, go to amyporterfield.com/list building. So I'll remember that, and I'll just go type that in and download it. So don't be worried if you don't have the swipe up option. Put it on your personal Facebook pages and Instagram pages, you guys, because you never know who's lurking out there. Maybe you've been trying to introduce essential oils to them, and that's not of interest to them. But when you have a challenge, learn to green up your home. Well, everybody wants to green up their home. And even if they just want to start with the gateway of making an all-purpose cleaner, getting rid of Windex, and learning how to make a recipe for toilet bowl cleaning pucks, that is just introducing them to the essential oil lifestyle. And then you can add them to they'll go onto your main list after, and continually drip the communication to them and all the goodness of essential oils over the course of 6 months. And then voila, they're like, okay, I'm going to invest $200 in myself and buy this kit. So that is how email marketing works. If you have a blog or a website, put these freebies all over your website so people can download that free content, and then obviously they're on those lists. Maybe you can, if you don't have your own blog or website, maybe you want to guest post for a friend that has one, and direct people back to get the freebie so that they can get on your list. And then email your current customers, ask them to share it with their network. Say, hey, we're doing this green cleaning challenge on November 1st. Feel free to forward this email to your friend. Maybe they want to learn too. All right, so I'm going to walk through a form using Flodesk here. So again, this is our homepage for Flodesk. I'm going to first, actually, you need to create a segment. So I've got a green home challenge here. We have no subscribers yet, but that's going to change. So we're going to go up to forms and create a new form. So there's a few different options here. You can do a pop-up. So this is like, we have a free shipping pop-up on our website. You can do an inline if you have a website. It's like a banner that goes across. But you guys are probably going to do this, a full page. And Flodesk, so this is you don't have to have a website or anything in order to use this. This is Flodesk's little website, the URL that they give you that, so it's kind of like your own little landing page. So don't worry, you don't need your own website to host this. So we're going to add this to our Green Home Challenge. So anyone who opts into this form, they're going to automatically be added to our Green Home Challenge list. So you would just simply upload your image. Got this image here. And super simple. So you're just going to type in your text, change your colors, your fonts, whatever you want to do. Oops. Just make sure this little short and sweet what they're opting into. People don't want to read a whole bunch of information. I only like to have first name and email address. You can ask for a last name and you can put different things on here. I think you just see on the right here, it's asking you. Somewhere it does. Oh, fields. Okay, so you can capture the first name or the last name. Or you can just get their email address if you don't care about having their first name. And then you can change all this too. So I would say, join the challenge. Maybe you want to have the start date down here. You can edit all this if you want. So super simple. From there, you're going to hit next. Should we enable a double opt-in for this form? I didn't used to do this, but I kind of started to do this. You can customize this in when you have the little, I don't have it right now, but you can customize what the form will look like up here in your settings. I started to do this because sometimes I think it goes to people's junk mail if they haven't double opt-in. So whatever you decide to do here. Should we notify you when a new subscriber opt-ins? Heck, maybe if this is your first time really dabbling with this, you'll get really excited and you want to see those emails. Yes, notify me. I don't, because I don't want 100 emails coming to my inbox, but that's your choice. What should happen after this form is submitted? So you can display a success message, and you can customize that. It will just say, thanks for joining. It starts on November 1st, or you can redirect them to a URL if you have a website that you want to redirect them to, or maybe you want to redirect them to a Facebook page. Maybe you're having a Facebook group for that challenge and you want to redirect them to that Facebook group URL so they can join. I've seen that happen in different challenges that I've been a part of. And we're going to continue here. And then this is the URL that you get. So this is what you will, so when I have a swipe up on my Instagram stories, I always swipe it up to this URL and it goes to the beautiful form I created. So let's actually, I'm just going to copy this and paste this. So there you go. This is what it looks like when they paste this URL into their browser. There's your beautiful form. See, it's your own little website URL. So I love these forms. I think they're so cool. And if you don't want that big long URL, I use bit.ly a lot, bit.ly, and you can create shorter links and customize your links. So use that if you wish. Okay, so that was super easy, huh? So you create lots of these, you guys, create lots of different things. So okay, once they get on, so say you had a PDF download that was going to go with that, you would want to create a workflow. This is my green home challenge. So the trigger is when they add their email and they're automatically added to my green home challenge list. Okay. So then when they get added to that list, I want to automatically send them. This is where you would put your freebie, your PDF. So, okay, say this is my first email here. And in this email, it has the PDF download. Okay, so they're going to go find the download in their inbox. This automatically got sent to them when they inputted their email into that form. This is the workflow that goes with it. And in here, you can upload your PDF. And I'll just show you a quick way. You would go button, and you can go download. You'd be more creative with what you want to say there. But okay, so we've got the button, download the PDF. Now this link, you can either link it to a web address, like if I have shop, oil culture labels, then it's going to link to the oil culture labels website. But this is where you attach the file. You can upload a PDF, or I don't really know what the difference between these two. I always just say upload file, and voila, it goes to your wherever you've got it saved. Okay, I'm not choosing the right things, but you get the picture. Okay, so when they click this button, it will automatically go to that file. So that's how that works. Now, if you want to create a string of emails on here, because their challenge is going to be for 5 days, so maybe every day for the next 5 days, you're sending an email on whatever your topic is. Okay, so I hope that is straightforward. So say you finish, remember we talked about this yesterday. Say you finish this, they finished the challenge, and then I'm going to take an action. I'm going to have them go on to my main segment, my main list. We finished the challenge. I don't want to lose emailing them. I still want them to be nurtured by me forever. So I'm going to add them to my main workflow and my main list. And on that list, they get the workflow that's 4 months or every week of emails. And that's it. Okay. Now, say you wanted to, say your challenge was over 6 months later, you wanted to go in and talk to them again because you're going to offer a 2.0 challenge, or you, I don't know, just wanted to contact that audience, you can. So if say you create an email 6 months later, oh, we're doing a 2.0 challenge. So you're going to send that email. See, okay. I've got, this is my email, my 2.0, and it's going to go to my green home challenge people. Okay. So you can, once you have, look at, these are all of my different lists that are in here. So sometimes I'll send an email, I want it to go to everybody, and I can just say at the top here, include all subscribers. But sometimes I want it just to go to business builder type people. So I'll click all the lists that are business builder type people. Sometimes I'll want it to go to just generic essential oil users that aren't building a business. So then I'll send it to them. So that's where you have the control to do that. Okay, so Flodesk, you know, it's a bit of a learning curve. At first, I thought it was really overwhelming, but I hope these videos have helped you and you can see that it's not so overwhelming. It's really quite straightforward. And there's just these 4 things. You're building emails, you're adding your audience in and then segmenting your audience. You're creating forms, which we just walked through today, and you're creating workflows. So I'm going to head back over to my presentation here. And actually, before I do this, does anyone have any questions? I'm going to stop share. If you guys have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself if you do. Okay, no questions. That's fine. I'm just going to let you know about if this seems overwhelming to you and you don't want to create all your own emails. Sherry, you've gotten the service, so you have 16 emails. But for anyone else, if you want us to upload all of those emails for you, we can do that. It's $99. Just go to oilculturelabels.com/email setup, and we can add those emails in for you and get you going so you can put them in a workflow and have them sending every week. There's 4 months worth of emails there. Other than that, I'm going to wrap up and thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned. The next couple of months, we're going to be having a course come out. And if you're building an essential oil business, you might find some value in that. So thanks so much. And we will talk to you another time. Keep an eye on your inbox for the workbook for this challenge coming to an inbox near you.